Hello everybody, it's your boy Kerry. Welcome to another video. So I finally got funded with my 50k ACG account, but this account took me well over 7 months to pass. This account took me over 7 months to pass. I'm gonna add an attachment, the start date. So I passed this account. I think that was last week, right? Something last week or last 2 weeks, if I'm correct. But this account took me 7 months. I purchased, before the year started, I purchased accounts. Like I had some little money saved up. So what I did was I wasn't so sure of my strategy and everything. So I'm not a back testing type. I don't like back testing, right? I prefer to forward test. And I wasn't really trading gold when the year started because of the amount of money I lost trading gold. So I was mainly focusing on NQ and the Dow, right? So those accounts I purchased well over that's another mistake I did when this year started. I think I purchased over 27 accounts with ACG, Titan Capital, Funding Pips, and Quantecale, right? Which with that I purchased over 50k accounts with Alpha Capital Group alone, some 25k and some 10ks. Funding Pips I purchased over 450k and 225ks. Then the rest now was split up with Quanticale and Titan Capital. I don't really want to talk about those two shit firms, but yeah. So this account, aside this account, December 18. That's when I started trading this account. This is my dashboard right here. You can see right here. If you look it very well, you see. You can see I started trading this account December 18, right? And trust me, I wasn't really taking this account that serious compared to okay, you can see the account started quite well, made some profits, but unlike the other days, I wasn't really taking this account serious compared to the way I was taking like my Titan Capital and my QT funded accounts because what I was still not sure in my strategy. So for me, QT funded and Titan Capital were cheap. If I blew them, I could easily purchase them back compared to Alpha Capital and Funding Pips. Compared to them, these firms are like expensive compared to Titan Capital and QT funded. So I wasn't really taking this account that much serious. But then I think by before January, March, mid-March, I was already down those accounts. I think down to about, let's say, maybe 15, something like that. So I started taking out this account serious February. Back to back losses. Like the whole of February, I had only 2 wins and 2, 4, 6, 9 losses. That was in February alone. I'm not capping. You can see right here. Like it was silly crazy. Right? Same thing on March. 2 wins, 2, 4, 6, 8 losses. You can see this is March right here. And if you go down to April, 2 wins and 7 losses. Like it was crazy. Why I was still trading indices. By this time, I was only for testing my gold strategy. I wasn't trading gold yet. But then how does this shit delay like this? Okay. May came in. This was when things started changing. This is when I decided I'm done trading the Nasdaq and the Dow. It was just too the price action, especially during April. The price action was just too crazy, right? I couldn't really deal with it. I had enough. I was fed up. So coming over to June and starting this account, I was in a very deep drawdown, right? Coming over to June, I started trading my strategy now for gold. Back then, it wasn't as good as the strategy was now because I still had some things to like, you know, I was not trading the account no longer for testing on the demo. This is not challenge phases, and I also had my live account I was trading with. So there were some things I need to learn, study about the strategy, adjust, and everything. So you can see, started doing. I think 2, 4, 6. I had 7 losses and 2 wins, but I started like most of those losses were like not really like much of a loss, right? They were small losses. Then my wins were like really huge. And same thing, July, I passed the account. Um, yeah, I passed the account in July. right? July. This month, I passed the account this month. We're still in July. August coming. I passed the account on the 28th of this month, right? And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, passed the account, the phase two. So it took me 7 months to pass this account. I think 7 months and 1 week. Then took me 3 days to pass the phase two. Can you imagine? Like, I'm not even like tripping right here or anything. This is the phase two right here. You can see the first trade was on the 29th. You can see this is it right here. This was the first trade I took on the account. It hit break even. That was one minimum trading day. The second trade on the 30th, which I think was yesterday. Yeah, which was yesterday. Then today I took another trade, right? Just a 0.01 load and completed the minimum trading days. As you can see right here, the profit target has already been achieved on the account here, right? With 3 trading days. So it took me 7 months and 2 weeks to pass this account phase one, and it took me just 3 days to pass the account phase two. That's just how like far I've progressed. Because when taking this account from when switching from trading indices to metals, right, which is from Nasdaq, Dow Jones to gold, I think I was down pretty much well over 6%. I had to start bringing that account up slowly, 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 right? This month ended up bringing the account out of the drawdown and making 10%. Meaning, how much was that? Because I was down over, I think I was over 6%. Meaning I secured, I needed 16% plus to pass this account. 16% plus, while I'm risking only 1% of my account. While risking only 1% of my account. Like, if I'm to risk over 1% of the account, it's on a scaling position whereby I see a trade goes into my profit, I trail my stop loss and scale in with another re-entry, which I've gotten the confirmation. But to take over 1% risk on a single trade, I never did that. Strictly less than that. That's why most of the time when you see my losses, so I'm have losing these that are more than um I'm have losing these that are more than my winning days. But if you notice the losing days, they'll be very like as little as less than 0.25% loss. And when you see my winning days will be about 3%, 4%, and more, right? So that's just how far I've evolved in the past 2, 3 months, adjusting my strategy. Because most of the time, what people will do is this is a mistake people actually do. Like, this is the big error most people do when they start like taking these losses and everything. Let me explain. Okay, so I've the first mistake like people usually do when they're in this type of scenario is they start switching strategies, trying to look for the holy grail, all of those BS. Like, bro, if you have a strategy, right, it's giving you wins. The only thing I try to do with my strategy is I try to look for I forget about the wins I take. The wins will always be there, but I focus more on the losers I take, right? Like how to avoid most of these losers. That's why you see I came up with things like if New York doesn't take out the highs or lows of the two previous seasons, which is Asia, I don't take a setup. If Asia, I don't see this 2 a.m. candle do this, I don't take a setup. These things I came up with this through experience, right? Nobody taught me this. That was just the painful part, but it was worth it. The results now was worth it. I came up with this. Just focus on the strategy, try to refine it, because most of us, they will take our straight, they will our strategy. If you can just like cut down the amount of losers we take on our strategies, right? Like 50% of the amount of losers we take on our strategy will be profitable. That's just the pure facts. But people, when they do that, they start skipping from strategy, trying to find that one single holy grail, which isn't there, bro. You will need to sort this thing out yourself. Even when your mentor teaches you, at the end of the day, I've paid thousands of dollars to learn. But at the end of the day, I was still the one who had to sit down, go through that narrow path by myself, right? So one thing I stopped doing when I switched to metals was I already kept like if this strategy doesn't work, I am done for. I already saw the results back in 2025, even though I lost accounts, but I passed accounts back in 2025 because 2024 I passed only 100 accounts. 2025 I passed 700 accounts. You can see the ratio, right? Right now we are currently in August. I think the amount of accounts I've gotten funded with, right, compared to that 7 right now, I think they are more than 12, because I blew some got denied and everything. But the accounts which I got funded, we traded naturally and got funded, they are well over 13 to 15. They will still have, I think, we still have 5 months plus to go for the year. Imagine how many I'm still gonna pass. This is just like me evolving as the time goes, doing the same thing I usually do every single day, just trying to adjust to market conditions and everything, right? And this account, don't you want to do this? I passed this account with a 100% win rate this phase two, but it took me 3 days to do this. The first trade was a break-even trade. We went over 2.8 risks to reward. If you have not watched my previous video, you can go and check it out where I was giving the trade breakdown. Went well over 2.8 86 risks to reward. Came back and hit me at break-even, right? The second one took it. All of these trades which are on this account right here were documented on the previous trade video for my weekly recap, right? You can see everything right here. But how long did it take me? 7 months of confusing, going back and forth, doing everything. But I was like, enough is enough, focusing. At the end of the day, right? If you have proper risk management, with high risk to reward also helps us. So I'm not gonna lie with that. Because for me, this is what I've understood, that higher risk to reward is better than high win rate, if you ask me. High risk to reward, because when the losing streak period comes, because there were times where I've had 9 losing streaks. What kept me on that account, and I managed to get that account back out of a drawdown. That was last month. One of my Titan Capital accounts. I had 9 losing streaks, came out of the drawdown, right? But what kept me going was that risk management. You need to know when you are risking 1% or more on a setup. You need to know when you're risking 0.5% on a setup. That's why you see I have setups whereby no matter how good they are, but because of the timing and everything, timing is so important, right? I'm going to add attachment to everything here on the screen. You can see the account right here. This was I need the account with a 25% win rate. One of my worst so far. But you can see everything. You can even see the line graph here. You can see line graph here. You can see when you started the account. To then passing the phase two. To then passing the phase two in how long? 3 trading days. Not even 2 trading days. That's just how better I've gotten at this thing. And right now, I already got the email. To the account is on review on onboarding process right now. I think by Monday I'll receive my live account, and you know how it goes. Start trading. But now I'm currently 6 figure funded with Alpha Capital, and most of my accounts with them. I have another 100k account, 225k and 150k, which they are currently up. They're in the phase two now. I passed all of the phase ones. The 10% we made. Now we're in phase two. Looking forward to like this month of August. I'll try to pass those accounts as well. Then you know what after I'm done, start earning from them. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. My Instagram got taken down as well, but if you have any questions, hit me up and comment down below. I'm going to reply to you ASAP, right? Once I hit 50 subs, my Discord link will be dropped in the description, and you guys can join the Discord and learn more together, connect and everything. But yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.